Hi, Effie here. Today I'm going to show you how I made this shaker card for our National Craft Month Color Palette Challenge. So I took the one solid stamp from our Wild Morning Glory set. This is the floral stamp that has no body or base, and I'm just stamping it repeatedly in our Hampton white pigment ink on a piece of craft cardstock that's cut down to 5 by 5 inches. Then I'm going to take the inks from our Peony collection inks and I'm going to stamp them over the white pigment stamped images, but I'm not stamping directly over them. I'm kind of offsetting the colored stamped image, as you can see that I'm doing here. So I'm stamping these in our Cosmopolitan pink ink, Hollywood pink, and ballet slippers. Then I'm going to take this small stamp that's going to add some shading to the Morning Glories, and I'm stamping it in Grand Fuchsia. This one is the Cosmopolitan pink, and then for the lightest Morning Glory I'm going to use our Hollywood pink. Next I'm going to take my heat tool and just dry the entire panel because I did use pigment ink. Now I'm going to take some Versamark ink and stamp my outline image for this Morning Glory and stamp it over all of the florals. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for a perfect look here. So then I'm going to take my heat tool and just melt all of the embossing powder. Then I'm going to do the same stamping technique with the smallest leaf stamp in the Wild Morning Glory set. For the colors, I'm going to use our new Crystal Garden Collection inks. I'm using Soft Garden, Bright Fern, and Deep Emerald. This is a super fun and bright shaker card that I'm making today. It's heavy on the stamping. There's no coloring or masking involved. It's just straight up stamping. So I'm taking the same technique as I did the blooms to the leaves. I stamped them in Hampton white pigment ink, and then I stamped the greens right over the white, and I heat embossed the outline image. Now I'm going to take the sentiment, which comes from our shoe wardrobe set, and I'm going to heat emboss it in white on black cardstock. And then I'm going to fussy cut the sentiment, and this is going to be popped up right in the middle of our panel. Then I'm going to take our double stitch square dies, the first and third largest of dies, and I'm going to die cut our panel. As you can see, it just creates a really nice layout, and it adds some texture to the panel. Then I'm going to take the sentiment and I'm going to pop it up with some adhesive foam tape, and I'm going to adhere it right in the middle of our panel. Then I'm going to take that middle square and I'm going to apply some adhesive behind it, and then I'm going to adhere it onto a 5 by 5 top folding card base. And as you can see, I use that border panel as a guide to position that middle panel. Next, I'm going to apply adhesive along the back of that border panel, and then I'm going to stick the piece of clear acetate right behind the panel and then burnish it with my bone folder. This is what is going to keep all of that shaker goodness inside the card. Then I'm going to adhere some more foam tape behind that panel. Then I'm going to start filling my shaker card with sequins. I'm using Sit and Pretty Pink in 6mm. This one is Triple Purple Crown in 10mm. Then I'm going to add some My Tutu Pink sequins in 8mm. Next I'm going to add some Sit and Pretty Pink sequins in 4mm. This is the same color as the 6mm sequins I added earlier. Next I'm going to add some round gold confetti, and I'm just going to add a lot of these confetti sequins because it just gives the shaker card a lot more pop and pizzazz and you know I can't resist adding gold to my card. Next I'm going to add some mini gold stars as well, and I'm applying these pretty liberally also. Next, I'm going to take the protective paper backing off of the foam tape, and I'm going to carefully seal the shaker card. The card is now finished. I hope you all enjoyed today's project. I hope you'll stop by the blog and check out the challenge that we're hosting for this month for National Craft Month. We chose a really fun and bright color palette to help inspire you to make cards for your entries. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll see you next time.